Hi, and welcome to another video on object-oriented programming in C#, with me, Marinas Toman. Okay, so just a small quick video to look at the break and continue keywords. So we've already seen the break statement used earlier, and it's used to jump out of a switch statement, but you can also use it to jump out of a loop, as we said earlier. So the example below jumps out of the loop when I is equal to 4. So just our normal for loop iterating through from 0 to 9. Once I is equal to 4, it's basically going to break out, and this is going to break from the whole loop entirely. So if we did try to write this out to line, we're not going to get past 4, because as soon as it hits 4, it's just going to break out, and then this isn't going to execute. So we can see that for ourselves. Yeah, so as soon as it gets to 4, it's not going to break. So we go to maybe change that to 8. Yeah, so you can see as soon as I equals 8, it's just going to break out. Okay, so that's the break. There are times when you want to stop the execution of a loop, and the break keyword is basically how you can do that. So the continue statement, it breaks one iteration in the loop. So whereas the break statement will take you out of a loop completely, it will just finish execution of the loop. Continue is a different one, where it will basically ignore everything after the continue keyword and go back to the start of the next iteration of the loop. Okay, so it's basically just continue, meaning I don't want to do anything in the rest of the loop, just continue on with the next iteration of the loop. So in this example, we could see here that once I equals 4, it's going to continue, so it's going to go to the next iteration, and it's not going to print out I equals 4 here. Okay, so you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, but when we get to 4, it is continued, so it has ignored the rest of the loop and just went right back to the start, and then that's 5, 6, 7, and so on. Okay, so there are different times when you would want to use break or continue. Continue is usually not used as much, and break, of course, there are times when you're always going to use that, like in a switch statement. But they're good to know. They're good for controlling the execution of a loop. So if we look here, you can also use break and continue in while loops. So you can pretty much use them in any kind of loop. So again, this is similar to the previous example. So once it's just going to print up until 4, and then it's going to break. And this is the same as well with the continue. So as soon as we get to 4, it's just going to continue and forget about all of this code and just continue incrementing. So we have to remember that we have to change I here, because if we didn't, then this I would never get incremented, and then this loop would just go forever, because now we're not changing I anymore. I was going to show you that, but I might leave it, because I don't know how W3 schools can handle an infinite loop. So yeah, you can just trust me, or you can try it yourself in Visual Studio. Okay, that's it for this video. Okay, so that's everything for the video. Thanks for watching.